going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, then welcome to my channel. My name's JAGKSON Desjardins. I'm an ACE certified personal trainer. I've personally lost 80+ pounds, and I'm here to help you guys do the exact same thing. So in this video, I'm gonna be going over a really serious topic that I want to just put out into the world and help as many people as I can by telling my story, how I got through my depression and what my weight loss did. So guys, I live in Ocean City, Maryland, and I thought, why not give myself a little me time and drive over to Assateague Island National Seashore, which is where I lifeguarded throughout my college career in the summertime. Guys, in this video, I want to be fully transparent with you. I want you to understand that I know what depression feels like. I know what it feels like to hate who you see in the mirror, and I want to help you guys by explaining to you how I got through it. So let's start with what caused my depression, what caused me to be unhappy. And very simply, I hated who I saw in the mirror, who is familiar with this feeling, who understands the feeling of not liking who they see in the mirror, because I fought this for years. I knew what it was like to be lean, and then I watched myself get fatter and fatter and fatter and fatter my entire high school and college career, all the way up to when I chose to lose the weight about halfway through college. So guys, what caused me to be depressed? What caused me to put on the weight? And I can tell you that it is a cycle. When you start putting on weight, what happens is you start to not like who you see in the mirror. I know what it's like to be lean, and as I got fatter and fatter, I started to not like myself more and more and more. So then every time I looked in the mirror, that wasn't the guy who I wanted to see. I didn't know the guy who was staring back at me. So that caused some serious cognitive dissonance where my actions and my attitude did not line up with who I was supposed to be in my own mind. I had made up who I wanted to be, but I just wasn't that guy. So in other words, my life blueprint didn't match up. I had some things happen to me. I had a bad breakup. I had a 1.6 GPA in school. I did not line up at all with who I wanted to be. So I was at rock bottom, and I had a choice to make. I could have chosen to go to alcohol and drugs and complain and say it's their fault. She broke my heart, this happened. Like, no, I didn't do any of that. Instead, I chose to do the most empowering thing that brought me out of the depression, which was change. It was action. It was taking action and changing my belief system about myself and changing my consistent actions to be able to be more in line with who I wanted to be. Just because you want to be a certain way, guys, doesn't mean that you're going to be that way. You have to earn that shit. You have to take consistent action and change your habits so then you turn into the person you want to turn into. And guys, what happened is over the course of 4 years, I would try to lose weight, be unsuccessful, and then I would say I'm going to get back on it on Monday. And then I did that for 4 years. To a lot of people, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. And I did that for 4 years. It was insanity. So how I coped with my failures of trying to lose weight, not being able to, and then being in a relationship that I probably shouldn't have been in for way too long, I would choose to eat. I would go to eat. I would eat my emotions. I would watch streams of people playing video games on Twitch and stuff like that to just get me away from thinking about personal development. I sure as hell didn't do homework. When I was sitting in my dorm and my stomach was hanging over my belt and I was trying to do homework, there's no way I was going to be able to do it. So then what would I do? I would eat my feelings, be more depressed, go to bed in a calorie surplus heavily, and then put on more weight. It's a vicious cycle, guys. Do you see what happens? It's a cycle that happens to so many people, and I was one of them. But there was no way I was going to think about my dreams. There was no way that you're going to be able to think about your dreams when you hate who you see in the mirror. You hate yourself. There's just no way. How did I overcome the depression with weight loss? I got news for you. It comes down to one simple step, and that is the first one. You have to take the first step, guys. So many people are afraid to take the first step in changing their lives, and that's the worst thing you can possibly do. So many people know how to change, they just don't take the first step. Guys, when you take the first step, it builds momentum, and then once you build momentum, you build confidence, and then when you build confidence, you act consistently with how you want to be able to change, and then you completely change who you are because you change your habits and you change everything about you. Guys, what I did was very simple. I drew out a stick figure. It sounds dumb, but I did it, and I encourage everyone here to do it. I drew out a stick figure, and I labeled it Super JAGKSON, and I said, who would Super JAGKSON be? What would Super JAGKSON look like? How would he act? What would his mindset be? And I labeled all of the limbs, so the arms, the legs, the head, the torso, everything, all of my personal, very core attributes that I wanted to be. If I see a guy and I say, wow, he's a stud, first of all, why is he a stud? And why can't I be that guy? Like, why can't I just be that? Once I started asking myself that, I chose to tackle one thing at a time, and the first step was my fitness. I chose to lose the weight. And guys, we already know on the channel, if you've been here long enough, you already know how to lose weight. You get in the calorie deficit. It's that simple. You do that for a consistent enough amount of time and you lose weight. Boom, that's it, okay? You don't need to take any magic pill. You don't need to do any specific type of cardio. You don't need to, I didn't lift weights the whole time I lost weight. That's up for debate, but who the hell cares? Just get yourself in a calorie deficit, do it consistently, eat what you like, daily exercise, done. Don't stop overthinking it and just get moving. Everything else are just extraneous variables that don't matter. Here's the deal. When we're stagnant, when we're not improving, we don't like ourselves because we don't feel as though we're getting any better. When we stop growing, we start dying, okay? So what happened when I was depressed? I wasn't growing. I was so young and I felt as though I was going backwards. Maybe I had already reached my peak. I was miserable. You wanna know how to be happy? Make some progress and like who the you see in the mirror. When I was in line with Super Jackson and I looked in the mirror and all of my attributes lined up to the person that I wanted to be, boom! I found happiness, okay? That is how you do it. That is how I got out of my depression. I got in line with who I wanted to be. Super Jackson, that entity, became me. I became that guy. And guys, once you make your super self, I want you to write down 2 things. I want you to write why you want to be that. Every attribute. If it's fit, if it's lean, whatever that is, I want to know why. I want to know why you want to be lean. Second thing, I want to know how. I want you to write how you're going to do that. Okay? Because everybody wants things, but nobody makes a plan and knows how they're gonna do it. Okay? That's what's gonna set you apart. That's what I want you to do. You wanna get a tree out of the ground, pull it from the roots up, and you gotta establish what the roots of your problem are instead of just treating everything. Okay? You're treating symptoms, you're not dealing with the full problem. You're painting the outside of a house bright colors while the inside is dark. Instead of painting the outside of that house, you need to redo the inside. Okay? You need to understand what's going on in your head so then you can transmit that to the rest of your life. Weight loss allowed me to like who I was, establish myself as a productive person. I've always been ambitious, but ambition and drive are 2 totally different things. Ambition, oh, I want to do big things. I want to lose the weight. I want to own a business. I want to do this. Oh, I want. That's great. You're ambitious. I am too. I love that shit. But what's way more powerful is people who act, people who have drive, people who take action on their goals. If you want something, you are gonna have to sit down, make a plan, figure out how the hell you're gonna do it, and just execute that shit, because you're the only one holding you back. Guys, there's a lot of different definitions for happiness nowadays, okay? My personal favorite is being in line with who you wanna be. The only person who can make you happy is you. Happiness is a garden and you gotta water it. Happiness is a muscle and you gotta train it like a muscle. If you don't, you're not gonna be able to find it, okay? Everybody's looking for motivation to lose weight. Everybody's looking for inspiration and all these things. You've gotta find your why, and if that shit's not important enough to you, then you're not gonna do it. That's just with anything. However, it's as simple as changing your habits. Get in a calorie deficit, do it for a consistent amount of time, build some new eating habits, some new exercise habits, and change your habits, because I got news for you. You are your consistent habits, I promise. So guys, do me a favor and stop treating the symptoms and go after the root of the problem. Find out what's really inside bothering you, because for me, the reason weight loss cured my depression is because I finally got in line with who I wanted to be. I became the Super Jackson that I outlined when I was a fat piece of shit. Remember, life doesn't happen to you. Life happens for you guys, okay? You've got to remember that. You are blessed, and I'm blessed to be able to talk to you right now. You can lose the weight. You can like who you see in the mirror. You can change your life. Guys, through weight loss, I was able to cure my depression. And if you're feeling down in the dumps, or if you know somebody who is and they are overweight, let this be an invitation to call them. This is the stuff that no one's talking about. You are capable of so much more than watching Rick and Morty and eating Taco Bell, okay? You're made for more than that. I was made for more than having a broken heart, going to Chipotle, and watching Super Smash Bros. Melee for 3 hours, laying down because I was too full to know what the hell was going on. Let your new coping mechanism be success. Let there be no more cognitive dissonance with you. I want you to be fully in line with who you want to be, because that's how weight loss cured my depression. Whew. All right, guys, well, that's gonna do it for this video, so thanks so much for hanging with me. I hope that I was able to get through to you and be fully transparent, because you're capable of some awesome things, and you need to hear it from somebody other than your mom, okay? Let me tell you, you are capable of incredible things. Don't think that I'm special, okay? I'm just like you. If I can do it, dead ass guys, you can do it, okay? You can change your life, you can find happiness, you can be the person that you've always always wanted to be. Don't listen to that voice in the back of your head that's saying you can't do it. You can do it. You are fully capable of doing it. You can get out of the rut that you're in. If I can get out of the rut that I was in with a 1.6 GPA, a broken heart, and a boatload of shame, you can sure as hell get out of whatever you're in, okay? Find the root of your problem, lose the weight, and be in line with your super self, because I promise you're gonna find some serious happiness when you align with the person you wanna be. So guys, if you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe down below. I'd love to have you a part of my channel and the amazing people that we have here who want to improve their lives through weight loss, through personal development, and I think that you'd be a great fit. If you're feeling extra generous, don't be afraid to leave a like down below too. Helps my channel a ton. Guys, it's your time, okay? As always, let's keep getting better together and let's keep on grinding. I'll see you in the next one.